Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 4 news video. It is an exciting one as we do have a release date for the Goblin line, which is going to be coming soon. So there's the sort of, I suppose, official artwork of the route with the 710 on there, looking snazzy. So it's time to go overground on the latest London line to come to Train Sim World. Get ready for an adventure. I see what they did there in Train Sim World 4, London Overground, Goblin line, Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside, arriving on the 19th of March. So that's 2 weeks tomorrow if you're watching this on the day the video comes out. There's a map of the line, so you've got 13 stations on it. It's fairly short, but I think it takes about 45 minutes one end to the other, so that's, I'd say, sort of a perfect time. And you've got Barking Riverside, sort of the extension from Barking to Barking Riverside, which recently opened, I think last May or so. So 150 years in the making. Let's just make that clear, that's not Dovetail Games making the route taking 150 years. That is the actual real life route itself. The Gospel Oak to Barking line was constructed through the means of multiple companies building adjacent lines. As links, junctions and various termini were built and changed, this meandering route through no less than 7 of North and East London's boroughs took shape as a vital strategic railway. And there's Barking Riverside, which, definitely looks modern and really does, I suppose, show its part in the game. Yeah, it looks quite nice, doesn't it? Not too bad, sort of, on the bridge and whatnot. Cool. Once earmarked for closure and allowed to run down into disarray, TfL took the line under their wing alongside other routes in 2007, when London Overground was launched to transform them into lines fit for the future. An exciting time. State of the art throughout the line from Gospel Oak is now an electrified high-density passenger route, making use of the brand new Class 710 Adventurer, but also leaving space for freight as part of the National Rail network. Freight being because it basically goes over lots of different main lines. It's obviously connected to the North London line, so it's almost like the M25 for trains, basically, sort of round London, or within London, going round it. And I think the Goblin got electrified in 2017, 2018 time. Quite recently it got electrified. Having spent years with an avid community following, the route became affectionately known as the Goblin. We're gonna skip all that crap. The in-game route has scenery that represents the built-up areas around this part of North London, including dense collections of residential buildings and lighting that recreates a suburban atmosphere after the sun has gone down. Oh, there's Barking Riverside as well, which again looks really, really nice with the two 710s there. Don't know what the service frequency is. I'm assuming sort of every 15 minutes or so. A dedicated team of route builders have put a lot of effort into unique scenery assets on the route, including 2 distinctive stations at Barking and Barking Riverside, the former being a large interchange station for all other London lines, and the latter being a brand new station in anticipation of the Riverside development. Yeah, it's a bit like Brent Cross West Station, where it's sort of been built in readiness. So at the moment there's still a fair bit there, but they've got tons and stuff to build still. So I suppose it's still sort of fairly quiet, but it will pick up over the years. As well as the standard route maps, our route builders have had a lot of fun hiding 25 goblins, of course, around the route in reference to the informal name given to this line by locals and enthusiasts. And some of these have been placed in difficult to find locations, making them a little more challenging than typical route collectibles. Probably going to be all under bridges and stuff. You've got the new EMU, the Class 710 Adventurer, which will be very nice to drive. One of the latest trains in TfL's fleet comes to Train Sim World in the form of the Class 710 Adventurer. Introduced in 2019, the sleek and modern electric multiple units replace older stock and have variants running under other operators throughout Greater London, including the Class 345 units on the Elizabeth line. And there's sort of a closer look at all these things on the doors there. See those like wings on the doors? What are they? Because they're not on that door there, but they're on that door there. I don't know, is that like an exit only door or something? I'd say I haven't been on the 710s. Is that like the sort of, that's the exit and that's the way in there? I don't know. Might be something they do on the Overground. There's the interior, which looks very dim. I'm assuming the lights are all off there, but you've got the PIS on the train there, which is a bit unrealistic, because look, it's saying good service for the central line. It's just all good service. What's going on? And yeah, very busy there. All those Londoners on board. So in-game, the interiors will be familiar to London commuters and tourists alike, with relevant signage and PIS displays present, as well as the distinctive maquette found on the seating. I do like the overground seating. In the cab, the experience is very much dominated by the use of screens, with no analogue dials in sight. Ooh. Players looking for window blinds will need to find the button for it, as these are operated by a switch rather than by hand, one of those pointless things. Like the Thameslink Class 700 add-on, the Class 710 supports dual voltage functionality for the use on routes with third rail electricity in free roam. Oh, okay. The 710 is dual voltage? I didn't know that. Hang on. I probably did know that, yes. Well, it is, yes. Yeah, because the North London line. Yeah, silly me. Due to the way in which the game treats third and fourth rail power on trains similar for compatible route add-ons, because they run on the Watford DC line, that's third rail. Players wanting to join the Class 710 on that route will need to enable scenario planners off the rails mode. Services, layers, and gameplay. That's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Up to 4 trains per hour run along this line between Gospel Oak and Barking Riverside, resulting in 154 playable services for the 710 in and amongst over 1,000 services when factoring in AI and layers from other pieces of content. Timekeeping will be important throughout each service run, as will stopping points of trains fitting snug into the lengths of some platforms. 154 playable services, that's superb. It's a short line. That is perfectly fine. Freight services will be available to the vast majority of TSW4 players, as these will layer in from the East Coast Mainline Class 66 and FKA wagons. Though other Class 66 variants, including from the DRS and 1, will be available to select for those that own the content. Additional freight using other forms of rolling stock will also layer in, such as those from South Eastern High Speed. Other playable services include the railhead treatment train from the TSW, and diesel and steam rail tour services. Okay, that's interesting. Between Crouch End, there's the East Coast Main Line there, so you've got a 700 and an 801 there. On the East Coast Main Line South. Dovetail, please make that one day. Between Crouch End and Harringay, the line crosses the East Coast Main Line, where players will glimpse passing 801 Azuma services in the form of AI traffic, utilising the full East Coast Main Line timetable. Other AI services present included the Thameslink Class 700, the Flying Scotsman, and 1930 Underground Stop Rail Tour. Oh, okay. Wow, that is interesting. There are also some sneaky Easter egg AI services that players may spot throughout the route, similar to those found on South Eastern High Speed. The majority of AI traffic is formed of additional 710 overground services, utilising parts of other overground lines that run under, over or join with the Goblin. This includes a short section of the Lee Valley. And then there's the train. That's good. Scenarios are centred around various special events throughout the year, with players having to negotiate specific operations for Halloween and Bonfire Night, as well as busy football fixtures and weather-related disruption. And there we go. Available on the 19th of March, all the usual platforms. £24.99. So that being, that's £5 cheaper than the usual route price. Yeah, I suppose not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Let's go back to the... I really hope the cab has working GSMR. I'll be really disappointed if it does not have working GSMR. It's about time, after about a year and a half, about a year and a half almost now, since Birmingham Cross City, which we sort of first saw a sort of functioning GSMR. I really hope they've got it on here, because that would be quite disappointing if it's not on there. GSMR. Let's go to this is a nice shot. There we go. But hopefully everyone has learned something about the route. But that was the Goblin line coming out on the 19th of March. Links to usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. We'll be showing the route off when it comes out. I'll see you all next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.